Hey, welcome back to the Themuzshop. I'm just sitting here playing around with my new circular cutting bandsaw jig. It's got a few pretty cool features to it, so stick around. I'll show you how I built it. Okay, so the base is cut to dimensions. What I want to do now is make a sliding dovetail mechanism. So the bandsaw blade will enter here and meet up with the sliding mechanism. And what I'm going to use is a dovetail router bit for the groove and for the piece of hardwood that we'll be using. So let's fire up the router. With some double-sided tape and these 1, 2, 3 blocks, it'll give me a nice straight guide for the router. Okay, so now that we have the dovetail groove cut into the sled, what we need to do is make the sliding mechanism. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tilt the blade to 14 degrees because that's what the dovetail router bit is. And I'm going to cut both sides and then I'm going to sneak up on it. Okay, we got our dado in. I just put in there just about 1/16 of an inch. That way there it's got somewhere to sit, and mainly so that it comes up off the table, so when you drag this in and out, it won't be dragging on the bottom of the rail. Okay, so what we just made was a support runner, and this is for when you're running larger pieces to support the sled at the end, and I'll show that later on. So what we've created here is a stop for your sliding mechanism. So you take your knob with some all thread and send it up through this T-nut and get yourself some type of a plastic plug or even a round piece of wood with some sandpaper. I got this non-slick padding on this. And what it'll do is it'll push up against the bottom of this, and you'll be able to stop this and keep it there to wherever you want. Okay, now let's put a round over on all the sharp corners. Alright, so what I got set up here is, what I want to do is I want to router out, it's about a 1/2 millimeter groove down here, so I can set this tape measure in here so I have a measuring device. So the sled's all put together. Now the next step is to slice a cut halfway through to the adjustment slider. And then I'll be able to put my measuring tape in. Well, what I need to do now is put this pin in the sliding adjustment. So to do so, I'm going to put a little 1/16 inch drill through there to transfer my marking, and then we'll forstner bit a little bit of a hole there for the T-nut, and then the rest will send through. Instead of pounding this T-nut, what I'm going to do is I'll drive it in by tightening up the other side. So I come up with the idea of maybe putting some type of a marker here where the pin is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this walnut veneer in here. I'll glue that in, and that way there'll be a line here leading to the measuring tape. There you go. The circle jig sled, whatever you want to call it. It works really well. There's a few features here that I'd like to point out to you that I incorporated. One is I put this measuring device in here that allows you to quickly get to the radius that you want for your circle. I got a little mark that's dead onto this pin, and it's easy. Then you can just lock it down and it'll set, and you'll get the circle that you want. The other one is this support rail that you can put on your roller that will help it so when you're doing a larger circle that it won't turn over on you, which it will do if you have it way out here, because this thing will do up to like 40 inches. 20-inch radius, 40-inch circle. The other one is that it's got a stop, and that stop here is adjustable. So if you had like a different size blade in there, you can micro adjust it to the pin, because that's got to be dead on. I also want to point out that I didn't come up with this design. A friend of mine and teacher, Jim Weiss, did, and he said, "Mike, go ahead and copy it." So I hope you do the same. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that like button or smash it, and I'll see you soon.